Okay, well, we're here because I do not trust Deonte, and I do not believe anything he says to me. When we first started out, he was very open and honest. He had a situation where he thought he may be the father of another woman's child. Turned out that he wasn't, but because he was so open and honest with me initially, I just felt like this is someone that I could give it a shot with because he's open, he's honest. We were able to communicate immediately.
Okay.
But soon after, I found out that maybe I shouldn't trust him as much as I did. Because after us dating for a few weeks, I felt like, I'll just focus more on him, and I decided to delete my dating app. And while I was online deleting my dating app, guess who was online? Deonte. So I asked him about it. He said he just went to check about it or whatever, but we never pressed the issue too much. We just agreed to get rid of all of our dating apps.
Okay.
And that was just it. We were messaging about something and I didn't receive the message. So he told me he would send me a screenshot of the message. And when he sent the screenshot, at the very top left corner, like on an iPhone, if you send a screenshot and you don't exit out of your previous app, it'll show the app that you were on
what you're
at
on,
the very top corner. Guess what he had at the very top corner?
Dating app.
A dating app. So I just texted him back and I was like, oh, so you're on dating apps now? And he was like, no. Why would you ask me that, not knowing that I could see it on the screenshot? So I was just pretty much like, you're an idiot. Clearly, it's on the text message. So, from that point,
Mr. Wren, would you care to respond to that?
One of my good friends that I was living in Virginia with had sent me a profile of a young lady that he was checking out, and this is one of the apps that I did not delete off my phone, to be honest. Yes, I still had it on my phone, but I wasn't actively using it.
Does that sound believable?
Stop. So you weren't checking it for yourself. You were trying to check out this woman that your friend said he's dating. Okay.
Correct. So once he sent it to me, you click on it, it takes you directly to it, and it was still open. And like she said, on the top left corner, you can see whichever app it is that you don't exit out.
I hear now a little suspect. I'm not. But anything else that would lead one to believe he's doing anything wrong?
Going forward, we got over that. Took it for what he said, even though it isn't believable. And he ended up moving to Atlanta. We ended up moving in together. And one night, probably around 11 or so, I noticed his phone was going off. It had been ringing periodically, so I felt that was unusual. So I put on my little detective coat and I asked him to use his phone. And I went through the phone and I saw that a girl had been texting him. So they had been texting about meeting up together to see each other. And his last message to her was, "I'm all yours." Keep in mind, the following day when he planned to meet up with her, I was going to be at work and he was going to have my car. He denied and said that he had no intentions on meeting up with her. He didn't have interest in her whatsoever, but from the text message record, it seemed like they had a connection because he spoke that they had a connection.
Did you say "I'm all yours" to somebody? And if so,
Yes,
what did that mean?
In the sense that, I'm free. I'm all free. I'm available that day. And to clear something up, she did not ask to use my phone. I was in the shower for a very long time, and she decided to use my phone.
That's not what happened. I asked
But were you planning to meet up with this young lady?
I was not. I was just entertaining
The
the
reason he didn't
situation.
meet up with her-
Entertaining the situation.
Yes,
What does that mean?
Just text messaging,
To what were you referring when you said "I'm all yours"?
meaning that I am available
For
Tuesday
what?
to meet up.
For what?
Nothing in particular, because I wasn't planning to actually meet this woman.
Can I please say something? Can I please say something? Please let me speak.
Come on, no, wait a minute. Come on. Let that settle in for a second, Mr. Mayor.
This is the face of a man that is trying to lie but doesn't know how to lie. Come on, man. You should just own it up that you had some ill intentions, man. There's no guy that says "I'm all yours" to a lady you're chatting with without having intentions of following up on the appointment or what you guys are discussing about. That's just not it. Dude, you literally were entertaining the situation and you had the intention of cheating and you're welcoming cheating on this woman, but she caught you red-handed. And now you're trying to minimize the situation here in court, which is actually not so. So even Judge Lyn Toller is telling him, dude, think about what you just said now. Do you think we are fools? Think about what you just said. Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you? You know, well, let's continue to.
You see what I'm saying, right?
I actually see.
You see it?
He's
I
confident.
don't even have to mention it. What, Ms. Roebuck?
Okay. I almost forgot what I was going to say, but it came right back to me. So he led me to believe that he's the type of person that his character shows when he says something, he follows through what he's going to say. But in reference to what he's trying to say, that he wasn't really going to go see her, the reason he didn't go see her is because he got caught.
Right.
And I saw the message. So then he switched it to I never have any attention. So now I'm just thinking, like, what if I never would have went through the phone? I never would have saw it, and he would have been gone in my car being all hers.
Incorrect.
You know, your story is threadbare.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you just want to let it alone before it unravels entirely?
I mean, no, that's what it is exactly what it is. I wasn't planning to.
But you were
Actually,
leading her
yeah.
to believe that you
I
would meet her
was.
for what purpose? Why would you lead her to believe that you were going to meet with
Just
her when you
entertaining.
had no intention?
I had
Just
no
to entertain
intention.
yourself.
I didn't even have gas money to go anywhere. So I didn't plan to do anything. It was never in my heart to go anywhere, to meet up with anybody.
I'm getting dizzy. Let's just move on. So tell me about the absence of intimacy in your relationship with Mr. Wren.
Okay, so first, I just want to say this. I am extremely attracted to him. I'll give you a second to take a look.
I don't
From
need
his
all
head-
that. Go ahead.
From his head to his toes, he's attractive to me. So I want to
Yes.
get it on all the time. He is like, it just doesn't happen. He has told me before that he's too tired, he's too busy, and I just feel like the way that I feel towards him, I don't care if I'm tired. I do it while I'm asleep.
I'm with you. I got you. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. Mr. Wren, to the extent you feel comfortable, would you care to respond to her concerns?
Yes, I definitely will. And I want to say I am extremely attracted to this woman right next to me. This is my queen. This is my love. I love her more than ever. I'm more than physically attracted to her. I'm mentally and spiritually attracted to her. And that's not the issue.
He says all that, but doesn't.
Stop.
I knew they were going to
Mr.
clap.
Wren?
That's not the issue. The issue when it is about us intimacy is that I feel like outside of the house, I hadn't been taking care of my priorities and being the man that I'm supposed to be and handling things that I feel like I should be handling. So it made me feel like my manhood was less than what it should have been. So in the bedroom, I psyched myself out to feel as though I'm not pleasing her the way I should be because I'm not being the man that I want to be.
I'm almost with you, but not quite sure.
Because he made
What-
it up.
Why do you think you're not quite the man you ought to be in your greater life, in life in general?
Well, the issue that we had been experiencing was finance and things of that sort, and I wasn't able to take care of certain things that I feel as a man of the household should be able to take care of. And I felt ashamed and belittled as well. And I can't please someone when I'm not even being the person that they want.
When you
and I
say
want to be.
belittled, why don't you tell me in what manner did she belittle you?
She didn't.
Oh.
I did to myself. I'm telling myself that I'm not doing this. I can't do this for her. I'm not good enough.
So that translated into an inability to perform sexually because you felt less than manly
Yes, ma'am.
in your day-to-day life. What do you believe you failed at?
Okay, before Judge Lyn Toller continues to ask him these questions, I kind of like understand his perspective because I'm a man too, and I understand when things go bad for men, sometimes it goes two ways. There are some men that when things are down, sex is what they use as the escape point. There are some men that are so mentally drained that they are not even sexually aroused at all. They are not even in that state of mind where their body is given towards sex, because they put so mental pressure on themselves that they are not thinking about sex at all, and they are just trying to grind and make it. The mental pressure also affects their sexual performance. So it's a two-way thing, and it depends on the person. So in his own case, he is saying, I don't know if it's the truth or not, because this guy has literally lied to our faces in court, but he is saying that because of his mental state and because he felt like he was not given his responsibility in the house, in the home, and not performing more as a man in the house, it kind of like affected how his sexual drive was. His libido went down, his testosterone or whatever it is, his hormones were down because he was not performing his manly duties at home, which makes sense. It actually makes sense, and it can happen. It happens like that sometimes to different people. So it might be right there, it might be saying the truth there. So it's hard to be convinced that it's actually saying the truth because of the lies he told previously, but it's possible that he's saying the truth. But let's continue though.
Felt that being the head of the household and taking care of what should be taken care of, bills, etc.
Is she the primary breadwinner?
At the time being, she was.
But not now?
Not currently.
Yeah. And has your sex drive returned?
It has.
Is that true? Yeah, I see what's happening. And I think I know what's going on there, but I want to move the ball forward because my understanding, Mr. Wren, is you have a huge problem with her attitude. Mr. Wren, you have a huge problem with her attitude. Tell me what the problem is.
Well, Your Honor, I love Kiana, and I love her how she is. She's a great person. She has a big personality, very big personality. She's a strong woman. But there's times where she can take certain things, whether very small or whatever it may be, and it can escalate into something very major. Even if it could be anything.
Give me an example of something she took out of proportion.
A lot of times I might say something and she'll hear what she wants to hear from what I said, but not exactly what I said. Like, I'm telling her that she looks good, but I'm not saying it how she wants me to say it.
Can I speak to my attitude? Because I can tell you exactly why I have an attitude, when I have the attitude, and
okay, Ms. Roback, you tell me about your attitude.
I get mad. I'm really, really passionate about every emotion I have, whether I'm sad, whether I'm happy, whether I'm mad. If I'm mad, I'm mad. If I'm sad, I'm sad. If I'm happy, I'm happy. So if you are lying and not keeping promises and fulfilling things, I'm just not going to be in a happy state of mind. For instance, I threw his clothes out of the house and set them on the porch I think we were arguing about finances at one time. And I just got so mad that when I get mad, I just want to walk away and don't deal with it or don't talk because I know it's going to get crazy. So what he does is follow me around the house trying to talk to me. And I'm like, leave me alone. I do not want to talk to you. I am mad at you because we have this issue. And then when I tell him that, it's like all the communication ceased, he don't want to talk no more. So now I'm real mad because I gave in and spoke to you and you don't have nothing else to say. So I'm mad. So I have to do whatever I can do to release that anger. So
and that means putting his clothes out on the front lawn? That means putting his clothes
out, stabbing up his clothes because I can't find the scissors.
Do those things happen?
Yes, I mean, she'll tell me, leave, I don't want you here, I'm gonna call the police, I'm gonna call someone so you won't be here, and then
Do you do all that?
I do.
I'll leave and I'll go get in the car and I'll sit around in the neighborhood and then she'll be like, oh, so you left? Well, then don't come back. But I didn't want to deal with the police. I didn't want to deal with any physical altercation with anyone, so that's why I left. And I didn't leave because I wanted to.
You were trying to remove yourself from the possibility of danger and problems. Ms. Roebuck, do you want to get married? Is he that guy?
This pause says everything, he has the tendency to be that guy, but I'm not fully satisfied with how he has been performing, especially the sex. I think that's the major part she's even more concerned about, other than the other part of it. But let's see her.
Okay, so honestly, my heart and my spirit, I feel like he is, like, just, I have faith in change. But with the examples and the thing, realistically, it's just like he keeps letting me down. Just doing things, letting me down. One instance, I asked him he had my car every day, could you pick my daughter up from school? He told me he agreed to pick her up. I ended up getting a call from the school, no one was there to pick her up. Before it was time to pick her up, I had talked to him, and maybe an hour, 30 minutes had passed. No one picked her up. I'm calling him, texting him, calling him, no response. He told me he was asleep and his phone was dead. I don't believe it. It just doesn't make sense.
Mr. Wren, did that occur?
Yes, ma'am, that occurred. Never told her my phone was dead, but I was asleep. And that's
You just didn't pick up her child?
No, I didn't. It's not that I just didn't pick up her child. I was late to picking up her child.
You didn't pick her up. I had someone else pick her up.
When I woke up and I was
up.
headed to pick her up, she told me, don't go. I'll just find somebody else to do it.
No, I had already found someone else to do it. But I had been calling
late ain't workable when you're picking up a kid.
Correct.
It's not about, you can't just leave him out in the front of the building. I think I know what's happening here. I think I know what the problem is. And I have a recommendation for both of you. Ms. Roebuck, I'm gonna say this to you. The sex ain't right. The money ain't right. He doesn't look after the most important thing in your life correctly. I couldn't, you don't pick up my kid, you gonna have to bail me out. You say his money ain't right. I'm not looking to support no dude. You say the sex ain't good. Look, if it ain't good in the first year, woo! Right? You keep trying to make something, if all that stuff ain't right, I don't see what you're doing. When I ask you if he's the dude, I didn't get what I got from him. I think she's the woman for you, but I don't think you feel that way. You were like, You know what I'm saying? Women are always, well, I got this guy, and I got it, it ain't right. It's not what I need. He doesn't give me what I want, but let me try to make it work for some reason that I cannot discern. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's as if you're better off having a bad dude than having no dude at all. Don't make your decisions based upon that. If he can come correct with the love, if he can come correct with your kid, if he can come correct with the not other women, then you consider him. But why put up with all of this not coming correct when you don't think, wow, like he's the dude? You know what I'm saying? Mr. Wren, if you want to keep her, you know what you need to do.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's all up to you. You have to come up like Superman. You can't just say, well, I'm not this and I'm not that. You know what I mean? You have to present in a way that you don't look like you're traveling with other women. You're not entertaining what other people are doing. You got to come at her and keep coming at her with the love and the want and the desire. You got to chase her down with all of that want in order for you to be that dude.
Yes, ma'am.
You with me? That's your option. That's what your options are. It's not we're living together and it's all jacked up and we need to make it work. You gotta date each other. Everybody gotta do what they need to do to get what they want, and then you make a determination as whether or not this is the cat for you, or whether or not you can make her the guy. You could make her your own, but you got to step up your game because it's light and it's tired.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
your excuses sound good. You're real good at that. You talk a good game, but it ain't right. A woman knows when it's right. And it's not right, and you know it. Just a matter of the gun.
So I agree with Judge Lyn Toller here. The guy is falling short in a lot of aspects of his life. And I think the part of him sleeping when you know you're supposed to pick up your proposed, in this case, they are not married yet, but this is supposed to be your future stepdaughter. No parent actually misses the time except there was something that held you back. No parent misses the time to pick up their kid. So if this is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, or this is someone that you take seriously, you don't miss the time to pick up the child. So that was like a big flaw on his part. And the fact that he was talking about him not meeting up financially at home and not, doing his part and taking up responsibility at home, it's also a big flaw on his part. Then the sex part, I think it's something that can be worked at. It's something that can be worked on because according to him, it was his mental state of mind that affected his sexual performance. So in that case, it can be worked on, but he needs to step up his game. And Judge Lyn Toller told him, yeah, you need to step up your game. The lady herself looks dramatic, but her drama is kind of justified with everything that she said that he has made her go through, the whole being in line to cheat. And you could see that she herself she likes him, giving him a car to do things, just giving him a little bit of leeway and everything, but yet the guy is falling short. So it's understandable on her part. But yeah, Judge Lyn Toller is right. And I think, to be honest, I think the guy, he looks like someone that has the willpower to be responsible. He's just not in that state yet. So there's room for him to grow. And I hope these two guys eventually find a middle ground and, step up their relationship. With that being said, tell me what you think about this whole case. Tell me what you think about it. I'll go by the name East Coast Prince. This is the East Coast Talks, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.